Welcome back, children. Welcome to Refresh Concepts. With me, Dinesh Modi. We proceed further with new terminology, new concept. Discriminant. Introduction to discriminant is what we are going to learn now. So what it says, children, for any quadratic equation, ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0, wherein a not equal to 0, that's the definition. The expression b square minus 4ac is called as discriminant. So what is discriminant? For any quadratic equation, ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. When we get a, b and c, the value b square minus 4ac is termed as discriminant. Denoted by letter D and symbolically represented as by the letter, or not a letter but a symbol, triangle. So students must be thinking that it's a triangle, though we say it's a triangle, but over here it is a symbol for delta. It's a symbol for delta. Thus discriminant delta is b square minus 4ac. Discriminant delta is b square minus 4ac. Once again, let's refresh. For any quadratic equation, ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0, what is discriminant? The value of b square minus 4ac. If you get the value of b square minus 4ac, then it is termed as discriminant delta D. Let's take a very small example to make you understand how we get the value of discriminant. Say, an example, x square minus 6x plus 2 equals to 0. X square minus 6x plus 2 equals to 0. So I just compare. We all know how to compare with ax square plus bx plus c and get the values of a, b and c. So on comparing with ax square plus bx plus c, my value of a is 1, that of b is minus 6, and my c is 2. My c is 2. So what is b square minus 4ac? B square minus 4ac is nothing but b square minus 6 square minus 4 into a. A is 1, c is 2. B square minus 6 square minus 4 into a into c. 36 minus 4 ones are 4, 2s are 8. 36 minus 8 is 28. Thus the value I am having b square minus 4ac is nothing but 28. Now children, based on this particular value of b square minus 4ac, based on this particular value b square minus 4ac, which is nothing but delta, discriminant, we are going to have the nature of roots. We are going to have nature of roots. That's what being written side by side. So nature of roots, delta, discriminant, is bifurcated into two types, or rather you can say you can bifurcate nature of roots in two ways. What if the value of delta is greater than or equal to 0? That means we have any kind of positive number, maybe equal to 0 or any positive number. And what if delta is less than 0, negative number? If delta is less than 0, we have a negative number. Children, I just wanted to once again, want your attention here. Here we got delta value positive. We got the value of delta being positive. Just think that if my c would have been a bit higher, say for example 10, don't you think so that on solving I'll get a delta negative? Certainly I'll get a delta negative. That's what we are talking about. At times you will get b square minus 4ac as positive, at times you'll get as negative. That's the reason we have come across two things. What if delta being positive, greater than or equal to 0? What if delta is negative? If delta is greater than or equal to 0, we always say the roots are real. That means roots generally exist. We have roots, and those roots are nothing but real numbers. Those roots are nothing but real numbers. By this time you should be very much aware what roots we are talking about. Roots are nothing but the solution set of a quadratic equation. So whatever are the roots will be real number, and that's the reason we have written roots are real. What if delta is less than 0? If delta is less than 0, roots are not real. Those roots are imaginary. Those roots are imaginary, and we do not consider it in our syllabus. Roots which are, or rather b square minus 4ac, if happens to be less than 0, roots are not real and we do not consider it. Now here, when delta is greater than or equal to 0, once again we bifurcate. What if delta is exactly equal to 0? As I said, it can be 0 as well as positive. So what if delta is exactly equal to 0, and what if delta is greater than 0? If delta is exactly 0, roots are going to be real, mind you, roots are going to be real. At the same time, the roots will be real and equal. Not only the roots are going to be real, but also the roots are going to be equal. Now, those who have this particular feeling right now, sir, I fail to understand what exactly you are trying to say. Let me give you a very simple example. Say, I'm giving you a quadratic equation, x square minus 4x plus 4 equals to 0. X square minus 4x plus 4 equals to 0. We will solve this particular quadratic equation by method of factorization, though we can solve it by many ways, as we are going to discuss in the few further slides also. Say, for example, I'm solving it via method of factorization, which is coming next. So I'll get the answer as the roots of the quadratic equation as the solution set 2, 2. There shall be two roots. Both the roots are going to be 2. So what I have written down solution set 2, 2. So don't you think so that my roots are real, at the same time equal? We have both the roots real and both the roots are same, having the same value, right? And you just try it out from your end, check it out. What is the delta of this one? The delta of this one has to be 0. If you want to check it orally, I can make it orally. What is my A? 1. What is my B? Minus 4. What is my C? 4. So what is B square? Minus 4 square. Minus 4 square is 16. Minus 4 into A into C. So 4 into A, which is 1. C is 4. 4 4s are 16. 16 minus 16, answer is 0. So when B square minus 4AC is 0, the roots are real as well as equal. Let's take, what if the roots are real, but the value of delta B square minus 4AC is greater than 0. So let me give you one example. Say x square minus 5x plus 6 equals to 0. X square minus 5x plus 6 equals to 0. On solving again this particular quadratic equation by method of factorization, the answer will be 2, 3. So the solution set is going to be 2, 3. Now children, as I said, here also we got two answers. Here also we'll be getting two answers. Roots are going to be real, indeed, but this time it is unequal roots. You can check it out. 2 and 3, they are not real. Unlike roots were real and equal. Roots are real but unequal. I hope my students have understood what exactly when I say roots are real and equal, roots are real but unequal. Now we move further. What if the roots are unequal? That means if delta B square minus 4AC is greater than 0. What if the roots are unequal? Again, when delta is a perfect square, when delta is a perfect square, then the roots are rational. When delta is not a perfect square, then the roots are irrational. Let me make you understand that also. So having said that, and that delta will be greater than 0. If delta is greater than 0, roots are unequal. Right, children? Now, if when I say that delta is greater than 0, will I have any positive number? Right? Now, within those numbers, there are certain numbers which are perfect squares of certain number. Say 4, 9, 121, 289, 25, 36, 81. Right? And there are certain numbers which are not a perfect square of any number. Do we have a square root of 17? Do we have square root of 29, 38? No. So if delta greater than 0 and is a perfect square, whatever answer I will be getting it, mind you, two answers I'll be getting it, one here, one here. Both the numbers will be rational number. Both the numbers are going to be rational number. But what if delta is not a perfect square? Say 29, 37, 38, because we don't have root of 38. We don't have a square root of 29. Say 21, square root of 17. We don't have those. So if the number is 17, 29, 37, 41, we will certainly have roots. We'll certainly have roots, but those are going to be irrational. Those are going to be irrational. So children, while solving a particular sum, if I know this particular thing very well, the nature of roots, the discriminant, what exactly discriminant is, the nature of roots, while I am solving my sum, I'll get to know that what kind of answer I'm going to get it. This is going to help you a lot while solving in cross-checking whether I'm going in a right direction or not. I want my children to have a glance completely this, understand it, then and then only proceed further to my further videos.